Say, I am. You are creating movement. Think of it this way. We say, I am broke. Yes, and that's how you stay. I am lonely. Yes, and that's how you stay. But if we were to begin to use the creative force and energy of that name, I, and the movement of am, to say, I am whole, I am holy, I am complete, I am beautiful, I am gorgeous, I am wealthy, I am, we begin energy moving in our life, and we re-educate our souls. That's all Moses had to do, was to bring that oneness, that creative energy of God, and put an action to it. And Pharaoh had no choice but to back down. He recognized what he was dealing with.
He was able to take the I am presence and lift up an entire nation to see who and what they really were and whose they really were.
There's actually a way to activate this creative energy through a process that we can practice every day. And the great thing about this process is that it applies to almost every area of our life. And you can remember it with 5 simple words. And guess what the words are? The only thing that changes is what you focus on when you say those words. The first step is to imagine what you want to be, do, or have, and really make sure that it's something that matters. And the second step is to repeat the words, I am that, I am, and allow yourself to expand into that new possibility.
So if we want to have a new way of being, we must say it and repeat it time and time and time again. When we repeat things, we encode them in our consciousness.
The third step is pretty easy. In fact, you're already doing it. It's to breathe. Controlled breathing centers you, energizes you, and actually amplifies the effect. One way to practice this is to say, I am that, on the out-breath, and then as you breathe in, either think or say the words, I am, like this. I am that. I am. I am that. I am. This simple process takes whatever you're feeling and imagining and projects it out into the world so that you can experience it in your real life.
One of the ways I like to support people in doing this is by thinking about the qualities that inspire you, the qualities that you desire. See somebody, maybe you know them or maybe you've read about them, in your awareness. Bring that image of them very close to you, and then just close your eyes and start repeating, I am that, I am. Really allowing yourself to encode that image, that way of being, and those qualities right into yourself.
I am the joy I want to experience. I am the peace I want to experience. I am the beauty I want to realize. I am the abundance I want to realize. And through the power of that declaration, through the flow of that kind of energy, it manifests in and as your life.
When we talk about manifestation or getting stuff, no, we want 2 cars, 3 houses. You got 1 butt. Why do you need 4 cars? You know what I mean? I could say the same thing about shoes. I've got 2 feet, I've got 80 pairs of shoes, but it's manna to my soul. But manifestation of things is not the same thing as manna, the presence of God that supplies your every need.
There's some people that are dominated by the ego, and they try to get. They try to use the principles for acquisitiveness, to get things, and they hoard. And inside, they're very poor people. They may have a lot of stuff, but they're just poor people with a lot of stuff.
Advanced students understand that it works exactly the opposite, not to try to magnetize something to us, but to try to bring something through us.
Many people say, I just don't know who I am. They don't know their soul. They don't know their soul. And it's great. People think they can reach out, get the cars, the jobs, the best relationships, the money. People get that, and more power to them, but they still say to themselves, I still feel empty. What's missing? You forgot about the soul.
And that's really what we want. We want the grace and the majesty and the presence of God to so fill us until it's unspeakable. Because if we can speak it and call it something, we'll try to fix it and change it. So we just want to be. And in that beingness, we have the manna, which is the manifestation of the presence of God. And it's not about a car or a house. It's about the presence of God.
truly embodying the God presence isn't just about being saintly and having this upward connection to the divine that we would call mystical and enlightened, but it also requires that we fully inhabit our bodies and fully be in our sensuality, our sexuality, and really combined infuse those energies.
Love is God, God is love. So you are God, you are love. And when you use that energy of love, God will always say yes. It will manifest exactly what you want.
So if you can access that feeling of oneness or the energy of wholeness, what Jesus calls the kingdom of heaven within you, then you can begin to experience that all around you in the world.
But if we have an idea that something other than the kingdom of God is something we would seek after, then we will create, because we are so powerful, we will create in our own illusion that which is not of the heaven of which we dream. That is, we'll create our own hell on earth.
Moses and the Code never made it to the Holy Land, and since then Israel has been in constant conflict. Millions have lost their lives due to a misinterpretation of the name of God, and religious factions have been fighting for centuries, ironically, in the name of God. But thousands of people of all races and religions are flying in from all corners of the world, armed with the powerful intent to finally bring peace to the Holy Land by literally embracing the old city of Jerusalem.
At the time of the hug and before, it is important for us to keep our pure intention and relax.
So we're walking to the wall now, but we're going to join thousands of other people encircling the entire old city of Jerusalem.
Can you stretch the line?
We're here facing the wall, so as you breathe out, you say, I am that, meaning I am that peace in Jerusalem. Feel the peace radiating from this city.
שחגגנו ככה בגשם בשבוע שעבר לא מסתיימים. הנה הפעם מחבקים את ירושלים.
And so, 3,500 years later, Moses' journey is complete by delivering the true meaning of the name of God to the Holy Land. It began with a conversation, but continues today through each one of us. The door has been unlocked. Now it's up to us to step into a new world.
and this one you can repeat.